What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there, man? It's Beta Males Have One Girl, and I'm here with you with another video today. I want to talk about the situation of this video I just seen with Mr. Lacario and Steve the Dean and Miles and Zaggin and 1950 and EO. They were talking about, a caller called in, and he was talking about how he in Vegas he's thinking about trying to get some chicks or paying for some chicks, and they were telling him how it's don't paying for it is taking the easy way out. And I'm here to say that there is no easy way out. Buying women who's standing outside on the corners is not as easy as these guys think. You know what I'm saying? It's not that simple. Like, these girls are outside. One, they're outside, so they're worried about the creeps and the guys who kidnap girls and kill them. So they're not going to just get with you because you're dangling $500 out the window. No, you have to still talk. You still have to have game. You still have to convince these women to get in the car with you. Like, it's not just like you just pull up and you don't say nothing and you just dangle some money out the window like, hey, get in. They're gonna be like, huh? No, I'm good. Bye. You're like, oh, okay. Because you still have to say something. You still have to convince them that you're not a creepy killer, that you're not a cop. Like, it still takes game. Like, and I know this because I experienced this, because I have literally slept with over 1,500 women. I sleep with women from all walks of life. So I've definitely dabbled in that situation right there. And this past weekend, I had a situation where there was this dark-skinned black chick. She was standing outside. She was thick as hell where I was going to, and I was like, damn. So I bent the corner to come back around her, and when I got back around her, it was two other girls standing right there with her. Like, these girls are looking like Instagram models. I'm telling you, they're bad as hell these days. Like, women that you would want to make your wife, but they're out there, they're trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up on a dark-skinned one. She's thick, tall. I'm like, hey, what's up? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm spitting it to her, like, because you got to still convince these women to get in the car with you. They're not going to just get in the fucking car with you because you got money. Look, Mr. Lacario and them is wrong about that shit. It's not easy. So I went up to her. I'm talking to her. You know what I'm saying? So another guy pulls up, and he has a nicer car. So she's talking to me, and I'm like, she's telling me what her prices is. I'm like, so is you really worth all that? You know what I'm saying? Like, spitting it to her. And she's like, yeah, I'm worth it. But when the guy was riding past her, she stepped back from the car so he could see her. So she stepped away from me, and she wanted him to see her. So when he drove by, she wanted to kind of choose him rather. But I was like, so she walked away. I'm telling her I got the money or whatever. Like, I'm ready for the deal. But she walked off. And then so then I pulled up. Like, okay. So I spin back around. Okay, so now it was two other ones out there and her still. So I had seen the other one who was like a light skin, short, little red bone, beautiful ass. She was in a nursing outfit. Gorgeous. Instagram model. So I'm like, damn. So when I been back around, and it's like a dark-skinned Asian looking one too. She was short. Well, when I pulled back around, the thick one that I was talking to at first, she came back up to the window like, "What's up, babe? So what's up? We doing? What we gonna do?" I'm like, excuse me, no, I'm good on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like her right there. I'm like, hey, come here for a minute. I call the other one over, and then she's like, "Oh, who, me?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Come here." And so the one that's standing by the window still like, "What's up? What did I do?" I'm like, you was interested in somebody else. So now I'm interested in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I kept it player, game. She was like, "Oh, girl, he wants you now." I'm like, yeah, come here. She was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then she got in the car. I was like, "Get in." I was like, "Come on, you finna come with me." She was like, they feel comfortable when they see a nigga that got a mouthpiece that ain't, I'm like, come on, get in. You know what I'm saying, man? You finna ride off and you finna go chill. She was like, okay. So then she got in the car with me. And then she was like, "What happened with the old girl? Was she rude?" I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, I told her I had the money and everything, but she's still worried about the other guy in the other car going by. And she was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, she started telling me about her, like, "Oh, she tried to always steal my dates," and all. Like, "Oh, for real?" She was like, "Yeah." So then I had basically got the little light-skinned one. No, bad as hell. She was better. She was finer. She was better. And I was like, "Oh yes, the softest booty in the world." Like, I'm really into sex. So it's not that I like to trick on bitches. I like to fuck different women all the time. I'm like a sex addict in that way. Like, I have to have a different girl all the time. So it's like, whether I'm getting one in the game, I'm trying to game them up outside, and that don't go through, well, I know where they at, where they're standing there, and they're fine as hell and they're bad. It's not like me trying to convince a bitch to be with me and all that. No, I just want to get something off. That's all I love to do. And I love to feel different asses, suck on different breasts. I love all that shit. I love the differentness of all type of different women. So, you know, I get them in all ways. I can get you walking down the street, mall, like you work at a McDonald's. Like I can get you all ways. But sometimes those girls don't give it up to me right when I want it. But I know where the fine ass girls are standing at that's going to give it to me right when I want it. So it's not about being a trick off, or you know what I'm saying, finding the easy way out, because it's not easy. I know situations where girl, and the girl told me, she was like, in the same light skinned girl, we was in the car. I was like, yeah, I was like, she was worried about old dude. She was like, yeah, but he just drove by. He didn't even say nothing. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. She's like, most of the guys that drive past us, they just drive past us. She was like, you would think we're making a lot of money out because you see all these cars just driving. She's like, none of the guys are saying anything. She's like, you might get a couple of guys that are like pull down the window and say, but she said majority of the guys that's riding past them are scared to death to say something to them. So I told her, like, man, them dudes are jagging off in their tinted windows while y'all standing outside naked and shit. They're getting their jollies off. And the guy, she's like, that's why I told my friend. I told her that shit. And I think these guys are jagging off to us. And I was like, yes, that's exactly what they're doing. Because guys are still scared in every situation. Lacario, Miles, Steve the Dean, like guys are still scared. It's not just about going to buy pussy, because there was the pussy right there. Outside, it's naked, it's ready for you, got the nicest outfits on, and these guys are just driving past them. They're oh, not saying shit. She's like, you'd be surprised how many cars just drive past us. Like, don't say nothing to us. We be out here all night, but nobody's saying nothing to us. All of that is crazy as hell. These dudes is that scared and dweeby. See, me, I'm not like that. If I see some pussy outside, I'm going to go after it, man. It's just that simple. I'm like, hey, what's up? Come here for a minute. Like, these dudes are late at night, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, just driving in circles, bending around just to look at the girls, just to look at them and not do nothing with them, just look at them. And being the other way of people like me trying to get to some, another guy getting in front of me, and I'm like, damn, you ain't even finna say nothing to the bitch. Watch out, nigga. Watch out. You just coming here to look, nigga. I don't got time for that, nigga. I'm shopping. I'm like, get in. You feel me? You want to window shop and jerk it off from your car and shit. So that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that the guy, it's not easy to just go buy it, because guys are still scared. They're not going to say anything. They're going to just keep driving by, because the naked girls out there with big fat asses, from Puerto Rican to Mexican to black, they all outside, big asses. White girls, thick thighs and tattoos all over their asses and titties. These guys are just looking like, what do I say? I got some money, but I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, and it's going to take more than you just dangling your goddamn dollars out the window. Like, look, here's $2,000. I'm like, who is this fucking creep? Who is this creep? You don't have no game. Like, you don't know how to tell a bitch nothing to get in, nigga. It's not gonna happen for you, nigga. So I'm just here to tell y'all, just because you got money and you go look for prostitutes, hookers, ladies of the night, don't mean you're gonna get them. Doesn't mean you're gonna have success. You're gonna still fumble because you're still scared. All right, man. That was a lot. But this your boy. Beta males have one girl, and I'm out.